Good afternoon, everyone, and good evening. For some people, it's afternoon, like in California and Phoenix, where it's 4 p.m. For other people, it's evening, like New York, where it's 7 p.m. You've reached Zuri Speaks Radio Network. This is Sister Yaffa Bey. I'm covering for my sister today because she doesn't feel well, and I just found out today that she wasn't feeling well. So I'm going to host and guest for her today, and we're all going to put out energy for her to feel better in the very near future because, you know, you'd like to have her back on air tomorrow, I'm sure. Oh, no, fortunately she's off tomorrow. Okay. At any rate, today is Sunday, July the 28th in the year of 2013, and you have to excuse any background noise I have going on because everyone knows I have a 4-year-old and she gets to be quite the busybody. Usually I don't do things this early in the day knowing she's going to be very much in the mix. Today, because I really didn't have any subject matter planned, I'll cover some of the things that I wanted to bring up on Wake the Hell Up Wednesday. While a lot of people were focusing on the Trayvon Martin matter, which, you know, it required focus, people missed a lot of what they should have missed. As I've said before, he is not the first melanin-rich youth that has been assassinated. Won't be the last, and I'm sure while everybody was focusing on his matter, brothers were being killed off daily by all kinds of people. It doesn't make it okay, but we do have to be aware of the fact. Now, remember this, too. It was brought to my attention by my homegirl, Lady My Aunt. My listeners are fully well aware of who she is. Those of you that don't know me, of course you don't know her. If you do know me, you know her, or at least you know of her. She and I were talking about it once, and she was like, well, you know, sis, I think everybody's missing the point. A lot of people miss the boat. It goes back to what you told your listeners over and over again a long time ago. They're after everyone's children. She said a lot of people totally forgot about the Casey Anthony matter. There's a so-called white woman who I didn't know anything about until my aunt told me about it, in Florida, which is where Trayvon Martin's matter occurred, who murdered her own little girl and was exonerated and or acquitted, or should I say she was acquitted. Just like Zimmerman murdered this young man and was acquitted. She said, I submit to you, people need to realize that children are not safe in Florida. I got to look at Florida and go, what the hell is wrong with you guys when it comes to children, that it's okay for people to outright murder them and walk away fully acquitted without even so much as manslaughter or anything. But while everybody was looking at the Trayvon Martin matter, they didn't realize that within the last week or so, Nigeria just passed legislation that makes it legal for a grown man to marry an infant girl at any age, including newborn. Once the child is married, well, actually, they specifically made it all about marrying babies and children. Once the child is married, the child is considered officially the full legal age of consent, meaning they can be raped on the day that they're married, even if they're damn newborn. Now, I have told my people these demons and monsters come in all types of shades. Remember, too, Nigeria is the country where some female came from over there to over here and went back over there after coming over here, getting involved in some sort of Christian operation, Christian organization, got funded and financed to go set up a church in Nigeria or whatever this affiliation is, and now they're accusing children of being witches over there, and those children can be tortured, stoned. People can take nails and hammer nails into the skulls of these children while they're alive. I mean, just torment these children, all in the name and guise of Christianity. This is also going on in Nigeria, and it's like, I don't know if clearly whatever's going on with this whole having sex with children and making it legal to marry an infant or a baby, which is really a problem. You know, when I found out about this, it made my heart, literally, it made my heart start to hurt. And it's not that I have a bad heart. I just have what you call a very open heart. And my heart bleeds for any child that's being tortured and tormented. And it's an amazement to me how many people didn't think that much of it. Now, a lot of my listeners that are awake, aware, and cognizant, male and female, when they heard about it, they were like, what? Oh, what the hell? It's time to get the hell up off this planet. It's time for everybody to go. So people need to die. These niggas over here need to be dealt with. I mean, it's just insane. But there are people that had the nerve to say things like, we don't know what their culture is. That's a different culture from ours. They're over there and we're over here. Excuse me? Or, oh, that's awful, but what that got to do with me? Hello? Are you serious? First of all, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, and I don't believe in reincarnation. I know that people reincarnate. That's not a belief. That's a fact that I know. However, for people that don't believe in reincarnation, believe and know this, all children, unless you are a manufactured clone, and there are billions of them running around on the planet, all children are born into this world, or all people, all of you adults sitting out there, came into this world as babies first. You incarnated as a child. It is not okay. I would not be okay with somebody raping and sodomizing and tormenting me from birth as a baby, talking about it's okay and it's legal and they have my full consent, and I'm all of 2 days old or 2 hours old and can't even talk. I can't give you any such consent. And I'm going to say this. Stop calling these kind of people that rape babies and rape animals little cutesy-ass names. From this day forward, no listener of mine is going to allow these people to hide behind their little cutesy-wootsy names. Pedophile is a cute name for child rapist. Zoophile is a cute name for animal rapist. Some people don't even know what the word pedophile and pedophile mean, but even a child knows what a child rapist is. So stop letting them cloak themselves in these cute words, because they used to call raping of animals bestiality. Here lately, they've gotten rid of bestiality for a cuter term, zoophile. Now they're saying they're into zoophilia, the love of animals. No, you're into the rape of animals. Pedophilia, the love of children. No, you're into the rape of children. Call them what they are to their face and anybody else, and do not allow them to get away with these cute little names that will make it sound like a lifestyle or a life choice. The animal cannot give you consent. The baby cannot give you consent. Even a child cannot give you consent. Some of these teenagers aren't mature enough to give you consent. And then you have those that think they're grown and swear they're grown and lie about their age and everything else, trying to be grown. That's a different story. But anytime somebody thinks it's okay, acceptable to the point that now in most European countries it's legal to have sex with children. The United States of America is the last European-dominated country that it is not legal to have sex with children. And there are people moving diligently, bending over back backwards to make that the case here. You have NAMBLA, the North American Man-Boy Love Association, and how dare you put the term American in that bull crap anywhere. However, you have MAP, Minor Attracted Person. You have the American Psychiatry Association, Harvard University, Johns Hopkins University, Yale University, working to make it legal in this country to have sex with a child of any age. I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you now, if the planet continues to slide down this nail-ridden, slippery slope to hell, it is time for Mother Nature and the Creator to make everybody, including me, go the way of the dinosaur. Poof, be gone. And no, you will not be able to go and hide out in space on satellites. And no, you should not be allowed to go hide underground. Everybody needs to go the way of non-existence if we don't stop this shit now. Now, Nigeria is the first so-called African or melanin-rich country that has made this shit part of the legislation. Now, I'm not saying it's not legal, but not only have they made it the law and legalized it in Nigeria, either they have already made it or they're in the process of making it a constitution, part of the Constitution. Are you for real? On top of all that, you have the new Pope of the Vatican of Holy Rome, Hairy Rome, having the nerve to say it is illegal now in the Roman Empire, meaning the Vatican bishops and whatever, or anybody within that whole operation, to roll over, tell on, and snitch on any child molesters. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to tell you real talk. Anybody that's from Nigeria, and I hate, you don't want to put everybody